before I'm on stage, I'm totally different than like the moment that the curtain drops.
My name is Adam Gaynor, and after selling 25 million records as a former original member of the band Matchbox 20, I decided to come to Hollywood and open an entertainment company called Creationville. I've shot reality TV sizzles, animation shorts, and even manufactured plush toys overseas. But when it was time to launch the company, I needed help. So I called in a few friends to help us all navigate Hollywood. This is Creationville. Good to get it out of the way now.
Love it.
Get all the coughs out. Get all the
Excuse me.
Right.
the burps,
I have lung
the
disease. I have lung disease.
farts, whatever. Everything now.
3, 2, 1. Oh my God.
Look at that.
Look at this.
They love us.
We're back. We're
so
literally
They
back.
do love us.
What's this one? Why double? That's my.
I just thought it was
That's
awesome.
my pad.
Oh.
This is my pad. And
Yeah.
for those of you at home, he took it off.
No, I didn't. You just have
I'm just
a
not
really
strong.
light touch. Just letting you
I'm
know.
a light touch. So we're back on the show. We have a secret. Hey, Randy, by the way, great to see you.
Great to see you too, Adam.
I'm Adam Gaynor. This is Creationville. This is Randy Cook,
Hi.
partner in crime.
Hello.
Randy, should we start the show talking about the 33 awards that are hanging?
Don't do it. It's gonna get old so quickly.
The thing that I want to know is why are they in your car?
They're
all
not.
The time?
They are not
all the time.
Just in case anybody doubts me, I'm like
He's got 31. R.I.
34. I think 33. No, 33. But who's counting?
I always say when people are like, "You sold 25 million records," I'm like, "This morning." Literally,
Just now.
This morning, I saw them.
All in one day.
Yeah.
Right.
Carrie, you're not here yet, by the way. So we haven't introduced you. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
That was so rude. You know what? I'm sorry. She's not here. With this, I had to do this to our other guest where I pretended he wasn't here.
Right.
And I apologize for not cueing in our beautiful guest.
Right.
Like the way I talk, by the way, I should have people yelling at me for talking like that. I apologize.
I was going to ask, like, am I allowed to speak, you know?
First of all,
I couldn't.
she's really on the show now. We
Right,
might as well just go right into her.
Yeah. Can I give her a little music? Like,
Yeah.
I think that'd be really good.
Wow. This is good.
But you know what? Maybe she's more.
Let's see.
I think this is a little nicer.
Elegant. It's elegant.
I think, yeah.
Oh, I'm not elegant.
Wow. She's a lady.
Right?
She's a lady. And by the way, she's still on the show, even though she's not on the show yet.
And who is she?
Goodbye. I'm not here.
And who is she?
We're going to have to introduce her because she's actually introducing herself many times.
I'm
Right.
so sorry.
But no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're doing this.
But hi.
Hi. All right. I'm going to have to give her the hand, which is very disrespectful.
All right.
Fair. I'm giving everyone the hand.
God, this is
I know
so
I'm getting
rude.
the hand too.
Can I get a hand?
Okay.
Can I get a hand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We're here on the vodcast. It's Creationville. We're back. We've got so many sounds going on. I love it. I can't. If you're vacuuming and changing the hamster cage right now,
I love it.
You are enjoying yourself.
Absolutely.
It's an imaginative melody.
It really is.
Listen to that. It makes me happy to hear this.
I'm depressed, but that's because of my life. It has nothing to do with
Right.
the podcast.
Right.
You're like, that's a whole other thing entirely.
So, by the way,
I
you're
get
not
it.
here yet, Kara.
I'm so sorry.
You are
Goodbye.
literally not here yet. But Randy,
You're like,
yeah. Is that a scream?
yeah, it's a softer scream.
All right, I'm going to get right to the guest because we have so much
All right.
to talk about with
All right.
her today. It's
Okay.
kind of exciting. I don't even know. I'm just trying to find our show format.
Deep breath.
We have a format,
We do.
and I'm trying to keep up with that. It's like producing, singing, writing.
I don't think we've adhered to any of it.
No. we had basically a last podcast where we cut half the show.
We did cut half of it.
Yeah, but it was great.
The half that they didn't hear was better, I think.
It was much better
Yeah.
than what we're doing
Yeah,
now.
totally.
But we have, you notice our guest is being actually super respectful.
So
right now.
patient,
Yeah,
too.
she's
Oh my
awesome.
God.
She's my best friend too.
All right.
Yeah.
So ladies and there she goes. So let's just get her on the show.
Can't
Yeah,
resist.
let's do that.
Enough of Randy and I. I think the people at home want to see her more.
Yeah.
So all right, Cookie Puss, we're in for a treat.
Yummo.
All right. So I had the privilege of meeting our next guest at an awards show I was presenting
Dun,
at a
dun,
few
dun.
weeks ago. Comet. Is that music going to be that loud during the whole intro?
It's going to be this loud.
It a little bit. I've never had control
It's
of the
almost
show.
getting a
Is
little
that fair?
creepy, you know?
I think it should have faded out.
Okay, it's gone.
Maybe
it's gone.
fading out next time.
All right.
Because that sudden thing. No,
Just over it.
We'll
We're
do
just
it.
over
We'll
it.
do it.
Forget the fade.
So listen, our first guest, because we only have one guest, so it's our first guest tonight.
Right.
And the only guest.
Yeah.
I had the privilege of meeting her a few weeks ago at a music awards show. I'm nervous. Randy's touching buttons, and I literally am scared to death.
I want to start that theme again.
Listen, her and her Randy, I have to focus.
sorry.
The show's
Focus.
literally running 12 minutes late
You
now.
go, girl.
It's only 4 minutes old. So her and her GQ dressed man, who I adore, sat next to me at an after party for like an hour, picking my brain.
Yeah.
And I basically only tried to teach her everything I ever learned in the music business in 13 minutes.
Oh.
Which was easy, right? Because
Right.
I
She's
literally...
very smart.
Sure.
You're not on the show yet.
Goodbye.
So this girl has an infectious personality, beauty, a wonderful voice. She sold out the Hollywood Cafe, just released her new album, Life in the Rear View, and even made it on the ballot of the freaking Grammys, Randy.
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now we have to add that she's been ranked in the Music Connections year-end edition as the top 25 music critics' best unsigned artists of 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, big wow.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this finally is Kara Connolly.
Nice. Look
Wow.
at that.
Thank you for that, and thank you so much for having me. I'm very grateful to be. Wow. Thank you to the audience
see that?
Too. Our cues are like
They
a
love
show
me.
late.
They love me here. Finally,
Yeah.
the most applause I've ever received in my life. Thank you. Thank you.
Kara, you're the first guest that wasn't on the show, but was literally all over the show for the first part of the show.
Right?
It's like I was here, but
In the history of this vodcast, 50 years from now, when Randy and I are literally in the old age home holding hands.
re-listening
Connect-
to everything.
No, shooting, by the way. I don't know where you're going to be in 50, but Randy and I will be still doing this in 50 years.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
We're going to remember the guest that literally would not, she just introed herself the whole time.
Yeah,
that
totally.
She just
camera
would
rolled.
not stop
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
But
right.
she may be our favorite guest, to be honest. Well, we'll Randy.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'd like
I
to
don't
say
know.
second favorite. I always like to leave one position available in
Someone's
case.
gonna be better.
Yeah. I
know
like
what?
second favorite.
That's literally my shtick. I do that a lot to
You
people.
do
I
not.
really do. I always say I'm going to give you a
Okay.
B because if I give you an A, you have no room to grow.
Oh my
That's my
Lord.
shtick.
There you go. You see why we're here
That's why
and
we're here.
besties.
Our
MIDI-
best
our
MIDI
friends,
cables are
best
connected.
friends.
We're going to let
I
you
get
slide
it.
over to be
I
part
get
of
it.
the crew.
Can I be a part? Am I here now?
already
I'm here.
kinda-
I'm here. I'm here.
You kind of did that from the beginning.
Yeah,
anyway.
I kind of just inserted
You
myself
kind of made yourself part of the show.
into the duo. Yeah.
Hey, Kara.
Yes,
welcome to the
yes.
show. First
Thank
of
you.
all.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Nice.
having me. I'm so
Nice.
grateful.
We're so proud
to be on
of
the
you.
vodcast.
So proud of
Where's
you.
the vodka? Is that?
Ah,
we
why
could
you
have.
see
Here,
that?
let's do a little toast. Little vodka toast.
Cheers.
Why didn't I think of that?
Vodka toast.
Cheers.
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 Okay,
Cheers.
we got
Cheers,
it. We
big
did it.
ears.
We did it. And I didn't even spill on your computer.
Yeah. Wow. That was a weird. That would have been a weird, quick appearance.
You're like, goodbye, Kara.
I would have been screaming. I need a little,
Yeah.
a little toilet napkin. I need to clean.
Yeah.
So listen, we
Yes.
need to talk about you because I'm very impressed by you. The
Thank
reason I
you.
invited you
Thank
on this
you.
vodcast is on the interweb is because you were super articulate. You sat with me. You weren't afraid to pick my brain. You literally didn't leave for an hour.
I
and it was
overstayed
weird.
my welcome.
It was about an hour.
It was a little weird.
It was like an hour long, but
Good for you.
no, it was
Thank you.
55 minutes too much of an hour.
Right. It was like he kept looking down at his watch, but I just pretended that I
And I
didn't
was like,
see
yeah,
that part.
I was
you
doing
know?
laundry in the after party, and I was knitting and she's still
Yeah,
there.
it was still there.
I made a scarf for you, Randy.
Good.
for
But
this.
then we became best friends.
We did become
And
best-
out probably like 49 minutes in.
No, this morning. It took a
It
couple
took,
weeks.
it took some weeks.
It took
yeah.
a minute for me. It's
Well,
me,
for
though.
you, but for me, we were best friends.
Right.
Hey, Kara. So you're a badass singer. You
Thank
got your
you.
new album out.
Thank you.
What made you want to be a performer? What's your story? Tell me a little bit about Kara. Why is she doing this?
I've always loved performing
Yeah.
and not
Since
just
when?
singing. Since I was a wee little
Yeah.
child. I've told this story before, but I'll make it quick. When I was...
Our audience,
they
our audience
haven't heard
will,
it. Yeah,
They don't
So,
even listen to me, so it's like they should.
That's true. That's
should
true.
listen to
They should hear this. Yeah, I was on a cruise ship with my family, one of those like carnival cruises.
How
when
old?
when I like 5 or 6.
Okay.
And I decided, like, I was like, I really want to be in the talent show. Yeah. And my parents were like, okay. And like most of the kids in the talent show were like 13, 14, 15, you know, like older kids and adults, mostly like old men and women. And so I was like, no, I'm going to do it. And at the time I really loved Shania Twain. And so I was like, I'm going to sing Man, I Feel Like a Woman. And so I got up there, I sang Man, I Feel Like a Woman. And I had my hair in like one of those big clips. And I remember ripping it out and like tossing my hair.
Wow, this is at 5.
This was at 5 years old. I'm singing Man, I Feel Like a
That's
Woman.
Amazing.
So that kind of is where it
How does that
started.
song go?
Dun, 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 dun. Let's go, girls.
Shania.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say that?
Yes.
By the way, she's Canadian. You're
literally
welcome.
went out. I left the room. I left.
He was gone for a second.
You're welcome.
You know, the thing about Shania is I always interrupt our guests on purpose. When I met her, when I saw her.
I'm sorry, you just dropped something.
I'm sorry, what?
A name.
I'm sorry.
I didn't meet her. I saw her at a show.
When I saw her on the
she
TV.
is like 5 foot.
Yeah.
She's the tiniest.
Is she tiny?
No, she's like 3'7".
She doesn't even. She looks pretty tall.
But that's the thing.
It's so misleading.
I made her production team. She's got a perfect proportion, and they shoot her. She looks giant.
She looks giant.
Right.
And she is literally, I say
She looks
3'7",
5'10".
but she's like not even 5'2". No way.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And she always looks tall.
My world is shattered.
It's her physique. She's got that
She
perfect
has the long legs
thing.
and
Yeah.
So,
she's beautiful.
so you're on this show.
So-
You're singing Tiny Shania.
Yeah,
Shania,
I'm singing Man, I Feel Like a Woman, but
Waving
I'm
your hair.
5, waving my hair.
And you said, I'm going to be a rock star.
And at that point, I think I found some old home videos recently that my dad was playing where I was like trying to shoot commercials for things. This was like,
That's cute.
yeah. And I was like, Dad, like this is a commercial for this soup.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, okay. And he's like holding the home video, and I'm like, soup is great.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it in the camera, and I'm trying to get my brother to do it, and he like is not about
He's not
it.
into it.
And he's like, and I'm like, no, you have to say soup is great. And he would say it like, and I'd be like, no, like
You're already directing. Writing.
Yeah, I was directing, writing. I did all the above. I was crazy. I went to the park and with my friend, and I would sing, like I would dress up in these sequins, and we would wear matching outfits.
Sure.
And we would just sing songs at the park for people. This is like at 6, 7 years old. It's at 4, 5, 6. And then my dad and I would write film scripts, and then I ended up being in my first movie when I was 8.
You have a creative family? Tell me about your family a little bit.
Yeah, my parents are both in medicine.
Yeah.
So I'm like the black sheep.
That's creative in another way.
Yeah, right.
Scientific way.
way.
Yeah.
But I would say they're both creatives at heart.
So
They're
that means
very,
you might be pretty damn smart.
If I
would
do
think
say
you
so
you
myself.
have those genes.
Yeah,
I could tell
have
because
those genes.
you were talking first because you knew you had more intelligent things to say than Randy and I.
I mean, I didn't want to put it like that.
Totally.
Yeah, we figured that out.
I didn't want to say that, but
Were they supportive, your folks?
Yeah,
Always?
I'm really grateful. They've always been really supportive, even though they haven't been in the same fields.
Yeah.
But I think like my dad is an artist at heart.
Right.
He always would say like, I think I'm a sculptor, and my family would be like, oh yeah, okay, sure.
Aw, sweet.
And then when he turned, like 60, he suddenly started sculpting,
That's
and like for the first
awesome.
time ever, and was like amazing at it. Like was
That's
just
amazing.
like sculpt. So I think at heart, and now he like loves to collect ukuleles and is like playing all these things. So
What's really great about Dad, and like I never try to take too much attention away to what you're saying, but this show is really supposed to be for other people. It's not always for artists, but it's people who don't find their creativity, and it's for people that have a passion. And it's like somebody may be doing this, and they're like, I wish I could open that floral shop, or I wish I could do a children's book. And that's literally why we're all here.
like it's never too late to do that stuff, really.
We're all exploring these jobs, this show, creativity. And the idea is it's never too late to find 15 literal minutes in your life. Tell your spouse, your 15 kids, whatever you have to find 15 minutes a day to just try to do something creative for yourself. I think if your spouse doesn't understand that, you can't find 15 minutes, then that's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, I mean,
agreed.
I don't feel great when I'm not being creative.
Yeah.
Like my favorite days are the days where I'm like just using up that creativity to the max,
What's your daily life as an independent artist? What are we doing? What are we doing out there in the hustle and flow of Hollywood?
It's really, every day is so different, I have to say, which is like, sounds cliche and also kind of crazy, but it's true.
What are you working on?
Several different things. Well, I just put out my album, like you said, Life in Review.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice.
So that's been quite the hustle.
Grammy ballot nominated.
Yes, Grammy ballot. So I mean that was quite the hustle because I had to stockpile a bunch of content for that, which we were talking about prior. But yeah, I mean, I was like, I had to record that, obviously, go through the mixing process, mastering, getting the content, shooting music videos, all of that stuff, which takes up quite a lot of time and energy. And then in addition to that, you know, doing odd jobs when I can, you know, to just make some money when you're not making money.
That's the hustle. Yeah. Hollywood, everybody has to do that.
Right.
Know?
So like that kind of stuff, you know, having friends and family members and a boyfriend and people that still expect you to see them, even though they're like, why haven't I seen you in like 4 weeks? And you're like, well, I've literally been trying to make this thing happen.
And what are some of the hints and tools that you can tell people out there that would help separate yourself from it? I never look at any space. Even when I was in a well-known band, I didn't worry about what the Goo Goo Dolls were doing. I didn't worry about what Train was doing. I worry about what we were doing, right? So if we get 10 million record sales, it's because we deserve it, we earn it, and we did well. I don't care what everybody else did.
Right.
So you also...
That's cool to hear, though.
Yeah, but we talk at the end of the show today about Horsey Blinders, which is literally looking forward. Like you go on an American Idol audition, and I'm giving away our point of the day, but maybe we'll just throw it in here. It's Horsey Blinders, right? So if you're going on an American Idol audition, you walk into a room of energy. Like there is a desperate energy with 100 kids sitting there. And I swear to God, my hair stood up because it's insane. Yeah. I haven't even done it, and it is an insane, intense process. But the idea is when you learn as a young independent artist it's my going to the dentist theory. There is no reason to worry a week out of going to the dentist. It's either going to hurt or it's not. You're either going to kill it or you're not. And your job is to literally ignore the noise, keep your Horsey Blinders on and look straight forward, and then it's your deal. It's your world. And it's going to be impossible not to absorb the energy, but you have to learn to do that.
It's funny because... good timing.
Truly a yay moment.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. That
was good to hear.
It's hard, right?
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I've been told before from some of my band members that like the couple minutes before the curtain before I'm on stage, I'm totally different than like the moment that the curtain drops or falls.
Were you like the beginning of this interview?
Because you were really annoying. Sorry,
oh my gosh, you curse. Yeah. We love cursing.
Okay, great.
No,
you hate it.
No, we don't hate it. We don't hate it. But we're not sure where
we don't know where you stay yet.
We don't know where our censor rating is.
I have a question though that I think a lot of young artists, young and old actually, it doesn't matter, like we were talking about, that are starting out, that are writers or creators of something. If you were if I was to ask you for the domino effect, the domino process of, I wrote a song, like, can you just sort of gunfire through it as quick as you can, like cliff note it, where you go, I did this, and then I did that. Because I don't know, you haven't mentioned her stats, but your online, your social currency is through the roof. We got
16,000 Instagrammers?
I do, yeah.
You know,
and they're active. I mean, the good thing about them too is that they're like people that genuinely engage. Like it's not just, passive followers, which is cool.
Better than 100,000 that don't care about you. That's amazing.
That's what I would hope.
That's actually amazing.
And that's another conversation, that we should get to.
Whole thing.
But reverse engineer it. You are here, reverse engineering. Just as quick as you can.
So from here back, or from the beginning
from the beginning,
to here.
From the beginning.
I'm like, which one's reverse? Okay. So from the beginning, I wrote a bunch of songs, mostly on my bed at 3 a.m. with an acoustic guitar.
Amazing.
And I started, people were like, why aren't you doing things with these? Like really resonating with them. And so I then started, recording with some friends. Some recordings not so good, not so hot.
Sure, all have done it.
Now you've got recordings.
So I've got some recordings. I realized, I kept writing more. I went through like a 2-year period that I just like wrote
did you write only by yourself or did you co-write?
At this point, I mostly wrote by myself.
I asked the good questions.
No, it's a good question.
So you wrote by yourself.
Yeah.
Do you play an instrument?
Yes, I play the guitar.
Keys?
A little bit. I can play to write. Right. I recently wrote on. I don't write typically on the keys, but I have written on the keys.
Perfect. Please continue.
So I write on the guitar, just mostly. I'm a very emotional person, honestly.
Sure.
So
we know that. So after you write, what are you doing with it?
Then I found a producer.
Yep.
And I did that in a roundabout way also, where I was like looking through Instagram. Like I did like a whole thing. I reached out It's a whole story in and of itself. Ended up working with this dude, Bill Leffler, because he had done some Ingrid Michaelson.
Hey, Bill, what's up?
Yeah, what up, Bill?
What up?
And I was kind of feeling like maybe my sound was in a similar vein of Ingrid, so I did some research there.
Wrote some songs, found a producer that you felt like you could get, and that's the hard part is finding a producer.
That's really tough, yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's what the kids at home. We got to go out. We got to find somebody to work with.
What was the bridge between? To me, this is behind the scenes, producing, writing, recording, and audience.
After that, yeah. So I mean, did that mixed, mastered, and then getting it to people. Like this was when I wrote out some tips for this, and one of my tips was like plan months in advance, because I truly did plan months in advance. Like
plan what?
Just, you know, once you get the record done or the couple of songs, whether it's an EP, whatever, like
have a game plan.
Don't just drop it the next day, like which a lot of my friends have done. They've dropped it the next day, and it just falls on deaf ears.
So you're dropping hits on Instagram, marketing.
Oh my God,
photos.
I did like full on campaigns, and these campaigns were not necessarily super, you know, costly. I did this thing for like the song we heard, "Nice Guy," called "Nice Guy of the Day," where I would pick. Nice. I would have my fans and friends and family submit nice guys that they thought
that's smart.
Fit. Yeah, and I would
engaging your audience to participate.
And I would go through and I would pick them and I'd stalk them and see like, oh, this guy, you know, threw a birthday party for his dog, and so I would put that, and then they would end up sharing it because it's like kind of funny.
That's genius.
And weird.
So you're writing, you're finding someone to attach that can help you maybe better your songs produce.
Exactly.
Then you're engaging your fans. I'd like to really quickly do a quick minute of hearing what her Nice Guy track sounds like.
Sure.
This is Kara Connolly with her song Nice Guy, which I really thought was awesome.
Thanks.
I don't get those girls who always chase the baddest boys. I don't need another broken heart. I know it's been said the nice guys always finish last, but that just means we can go long and hard. They say man up, but I want a man who's bold enough to hold my hand. If you treat me right, you can spend the night. If you treat me wrong, well then so long. I don't want a guy who's just for the weekend, calls when convenient, makes out with my best friend, cause he thinks I want him more, don't want him more. I just want a guy to open up my door, kiss me on the forehead, make me feel damn sure. I know men think it's a lie, but I want a nice guy.
It's so nice.
Thank you.
That's
wow,
so
thank you.
Lovely. We do like an artist minute, so we didn't cut it off on purpose.
You guys were like, I'm so done. Thank you.
It's a longer song though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It's a little bit longer than that.
She does a chorus.
I go into a post-chorus.
That people want more. So I think because the show goes so quick, right?
I totally
we kind of have to put some bookends on this situation.
I get that.
So for the kids at home, and the kids are anybody under my age, which is super old. So we're talking, you could be 40
You're not that old.
And you're a child to me. If you're 40, you're a child.
You've got so much life ahead.
At least like an hour, I think, and then it could be the end of the thing. So you, as a young artist, independent artist, I should say, I shouldn't be weird about it.
Definitely.
As an independent artist.
No, totally, wholly independent.
Before we stop, because we only have a few minutes left, I want to know what lesson we talked about that I hope to God you really registered.
I did register. I will be repeating this on my deathbed.
The three most important things about the music industry are?
The three most important things about the music industry are the song, the song, and the song.
Yes.
And I think you're right about that.
Yes.
Truly.
So the idea is you could be beautiful, you could sing great, and you did write a nice song, by the way. So let's just give that to you.
Sure.
But the idea is you literally have to craft your talent. You have to find other people that you can work with, other songwriters, and you have to have good song, good song, good song, great song, great song, good song.
Yeah, right. One after
you
the
have
other.
to always be here. You can't just do it here. The secret is you don't finish a song to say, I wrote 50 songs today. Woo, I'm the best songwriter. No, write one great song in a week, like one amazing song. And it's hard to know.
Sure.
You put it out in the interweb. You put it on your Facebook, your Instagram, make a little home video. You have all the tools to do whatever you need to today. And you let people respond to it. You're going to know if 10 friends say they love it and that's all you hear from it, they're your friends. But if it starts to go a little viral and people start picking up on what you're doing, you're on to something. And that's the biggest secret of as much as you work and as hard as you work, I was so lucky, and I always say this, and it's not bragging, but I worked with the craziest songwriter of a decade, being Rob Thomas, right?
One of my favorite songwriters.
I know, but it was annoyingly nuts that like he'd go to the bathroom and come back with like 3 hits, and I'm like, dude, seriously. It's like some people have that ability. I have to craft a song. It takes me a while. You know, like I don't do a song a day. That's fantastic. Sure. So we have to craft our songs. Remember the other advice of the day. Keep your horsey blinders on. Don't worry about what everybody else is thinking. Everybody else is saying, all your friends are annoying you. I haven't made it. You haven't made it. You haven't done this. I was 30 when I made it. I was very lucky, but I was 30 years old. You're doing great. I'm so freaking proud of you.
I'm so grateful for you both for having me here, honestly. I find this so awesome and so fun connecting with people that I really look up to and admire. So very grateful.
Where's everybody going to follow you? What are we going to do?
You can follow me on all the things. Yeah, I have a website. It's www.karaconnolly.com.
I'll have
Kara
it right
with
here.
A K. Great.
There for her.
Great. Yeah. 2 O's, 2 N's, 2 L's. And my Instagram is just Kara Connolly. My Facebook and Twitter is MS Kara Connolly, like Miss Kara Connolly.
If there's a great songwriter out there that wants to work with a beautiful, amazing vocalist, where are they going to write? What's like it's public. So, where do they find you? Direct message you on Instagram?
You can message me on Instagram. You could send me an email from my website. Any of the above, honestly. Reach out to me. I'm always into collaborating.
Let's get some collaborators for Kara. That's why we're here. We're supporting the industry. We're going to get amazing songwriters for her.
I think that's also always an amazing thing to do is collaborate. It really does open up your mind.
I've been doing a lot more co-writing now lately, after that last project where I realized like I don't need to write this all by myself, which most of those I did, but this one I'm like I can write with other people.
I think it's amazing.
Bring different ideas and
I think that's an amazing thing to do.
And I think for people at home, look, when I was a younger dude, when I was answering phones in the studio before I was in a band, I thought it was really important. And you're going to get this, Randy. Like, I wanted to play the bass. I wanted to play the drums. I wanted to play the keyboards. I wanted to play the guitar. I wanted to sing. I wanted to do backgrounds. Right. And then I started working with 4 really talented dudes, and we started making really amazing music because it didn't have to be what I want. It's like you have to find your muse, your other person, your partner to just strengthen up. It's like, one of the things that we talk about is being your best life producer, and it means to understand your strengths. It means to recognize your weaknesses, and it means to just shore everything up because everything across the board has to be an A. And then you have to release it into the universe and hope everybody loves it. If you have seasoned these and then you throw it out, so it's working on your craft, surround yourselves with talented people, and kick butt for us, Kara.
I will. Totally. You guys are so inspiring. Thank you for...
Will you get her music on standby for the outro? And don't forget, folks, to keep your horsey blinders on, look straight ahead, be accountable to yourself, and enjoy the process. Embrace the grind. You have to. Life, we know, can be super hard. And really remember, if success were easy, we would all literally be successful. I have no doubt we can all do this together. We're going to figure it out together. I'll see you next week for more. And that's Showbiz. We're in Hollywood. I'm Adam Gaynor, and this was Creationville.
Woo!
I don't need another broken heart. I know it's been
get an Edgar.
The nice guys always finish
Edgar
last.
is awesome.
Yes,
That
I love
just means
Edgar.
we can go long and hard.
He's a dreamer.
They say man up, but I want a man who's bold enough to hold my hand. If you treat me right, you can spend the night. If you treat me wrong, well then so long. I don't want a guy who's just for the weekend, calls when convenient, makes out with my best friend, 'cause he thinks I want him more, don't want him more. I just want a guy to open up my door, kiss me on the forehead, make me feel damn sure. I know men think it's a lie, but I want a nice guy.
Thank you, Randy Cook. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the show. We will see you next week, and thanks a lot for tuning in.
Nice.
Kara Connolly went on a cruise, and then she found out she could sing pretty good. Kara Connolly is gonna be a star, and we'll go support her. Play guitar.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, that was rad.
Kara, great job.